Hey there, I'm John Zimmerman with Upper Creek Angler, and we're working our way through Steve Scoose's book, Grayling Flies. This is fly number 20, the May Franglais. We have a number 10 2x long dry fly hook in the vise and some tan Viva 16.0 in the bobbin. We're working our way back to the bend of the hook where we will tie in our tailing material, which is going to be a small bundle of pheasant tail fibers. So we'll pull these down to straighten them, and once their tips are aligned, we will clip them free of the stem of the pheasant tail. Measure the length of the tail against the shank of the hook, swap hands, and tie them down. So I'm gonna just wrap up the top of the hook here to really lash these guys down and create the base of a body here. The more I can do that with the materials that I'm working with and less dubbing, the more time that saves, and the more material you save as well. With the base of the fly ready to go, we're going to tie in our body hackle for this, which is a piece of Cree saddle hackle. And I'll prepare the stem by plucking a few of the feather barbs off the stem. And now we're ready to dub the body. We're going to take some cream, light Cahill colored dubbing and work toward the top of the fly, though we will not get all the way there with the dubbing. With the body of the fly dubbed, we will bring our Cree Hackle in open spiral wraps toward the front of the fly. Reach in and snip out the waist. And now we're going to dub the thorax. I have some brown dubbing here. And now we'll take our second hackle, which is some ginger hackle from a male bird. Grab it in by the stem and make several turns. We got blurred out for a moment. I'm taking several turns with the cock feather here, and we'll tie this fellow off by crossing the stem with the thread. And then we will come in and tie in our last feather, which is going to be a French partridge feather. I understand that there are no substitutes for this. So this is a really pretty feather. To prepare it, we've stripped the pieces from the back, the light fluffy stuff, and we'll come in and pull down a number of fibers from the tip so that we have a bare tie-in point. So it should look like this when you're ready to tie in. You've got this bare tie-in point right there that you can reach in and grab. Pull the mane up and then snip out. And we're going to take 2 full turns of this feather around the hook shank. And each time you want to pull the fibers back so that they are pointing back toward the hook shank. And my first turn was all quill and no feather, so I'm gonna actually make one additional turn. Cross the quill with the thread again and lock everything in place with a few turns in front and behind, and now we will simply come in and clip out the top of the stem. To finish this fly, all that we need to do is build up a little head in front of the partridge, and then we will come in and tie in a whip finish and do that all over again after you have brushed the thread with some super glue or varnish or anything else that will solidify the head on this fly. We didn't work this hard on such a beautiful fly for it to fall apart on us. So with the super glue in place, I'm going to take another couple turns of a whip finish and whip finish right into the super glue and finish our knot. There you have fly number 20, the May Franglais from Steve Scoose's book Grayling Flies. This really is a gorgeous pattern. It's one of my absolute favorites in the book, and I recall fondly the day that Steve and I spent on the river test chasing graylings and browns on green drake hatches. So an intensely powerful fly, and not hard at all to tie. It does require getting your hands on some French partridge feathers if you can. So happy tying.